What's up, guys? If I saw my last videos, I might as well not even pass it, please. That's not like what I would do with the Ravens. I'll run back some, but now, I don't like running that close. He's a beast. Definitely one of the best persons on defense.
From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
I know it, but I just forgot it like
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Yo, Lawrence.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Whatever.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
He was tackled.
The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 10 carries, 53 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
So hopefully Lawrence, my friend, is just...
Now Ito Smith. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down.
Midfield now. Here's Ryan.
Because of...
and incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
To throw again. Ryan. Over the middle. He's got Treadwell. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Oh, dang.
And this is going to be brought back.
Oh my God, bro.
Touchdown by the Cowboys. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll begin with a handoff to Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the front.
And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
You hear so many discussions about Dak Prescott. Is he one of the top quarterbacks in the league? Is he still ascending? What does he need to do to get there? All I know is that when he's in control of the Dallas offense, they were #1 in the league.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
I had to slip to my overall 95%.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
63. And then you're like,
This will make it into the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
This is taken at the 15. A strong running.
Oh, crap, bro, my players need to move.
Nearly a huge return.
Teammates are
as it
moving.
is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Whatever.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this
I'm
one.
a beast.
Ezekiel
He's a beast
Elliott
too.
gonna take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Beast. There's in the week just as nice in the
Ezekiel
high.
Elliott, his
What
2nd
that
touchdown
kid?
of the game.
Well, I know that's like all
Ninth
my
on the
information.
year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Someone try to have them run for it. Please run.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right
I
here?
don't think they are.
The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Lawrence. Okay, break through and destroy him. Lawrence,
On the
do
draw,
something.
this is Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 23. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
And what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it. Still doing it at a high level. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so
What is
hang
it?
on.
Over
A
the
big
passer
call
was-
coming on third down.
I'm trying to tackle him.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was
Right.
trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over instead.
And he's got his star
called a
receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones.
It ain't my
Julio
fault he's trying to throw it and
Jones.
not tackle
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
I tried to run.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 40-yard line.
Yeah, there's already
just shy of 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I cannot have
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look,
at least it's
we'll step aside. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's good.
That's how you pick up a 1st down. You know where the sticks are, you know where the 1st down marker is, and you find a way to get there.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. And this is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They're off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him.
That's what I want to get.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Late Van Der Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Got his tight end. It's Jaden Graham. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
Okay, wow.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play, but sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him.
Oh, but I'm not even...
They've all been good so far. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 24. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
And how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, he got the best of both worlds. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 20.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams. So some good momentum as they come up first and 10. Room here to run. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 78 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Now you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Ryan throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
3rd down and 10 yards.
Now Ryan. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
That was like
7 yards on the pickup there. And
bull for a second. Then it's just like, oh.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 81 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Cowboys.
Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Oliver. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Atlanta prepped
When I went
for
around
its
the
next
side on
possession.
somebody,
And down on the
and
scoreboard,
then
certainly
I
needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 27, Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 12.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete to Smith. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Again, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Smith trying to run for it. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 2nd down and goal. Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Quan Treadwell there to make the grab. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Gano the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to...
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. A big run that time by Elliott. 78 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry a rhythm from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
They're definitely better than the Rams, that is for sure.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So out come the Falcons now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. A slant to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 45-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
On for the extra point.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player and broadcaster?
I'm just getting tackled like
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, team put 70. Actually,
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
as well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Falcons offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's looking for Ridley again. And now it's second down. 1-yard line. To throw again. Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 20.
Oh crap, I did not see him. I did not see him. I did not see this. I didn't even see him.
Return. 30 yards all in all.
They also get from China though. Where they go from?
Take over.
At their own 49-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott.
You can't catch this. Just can't.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. A good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Complete.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete.
Ryan's pass complete to Calvin Ridley.
And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit.
21.
But going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
No, okay.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Prescott back. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense. Today's
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle
I didn't even
Seahawks.
use that Prescott.
Meanwhile,
I didn't even
for the
use that
Falcons,
Prescott.
they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.
Well, guess what? I got 655 rushing yards. Oh, that's the end.